It happened right in front of Coach JV.
The ball now goes back para dito sa Batangas. They're still down by 1 point, 65. Oh, what a backdoor. They go to the other corner. Nermal for 3. Nermal with a miss. 0 out of 10 for John Nermal. Another opportunity para sa Batangas. Comboy using the screen. Comboy goes on the inside. Sawat at the right place. Not the right shot. Nermal, third opportunity. Ablaza wide open. Ablaza too easy.
Boy, thankfully for Coach Cholo, a number of attempts. What, 3? 3 attempts in one goal?
Coach, you cannot ask for anything else in terms of execution. They're executing terrific, but just could not make any shot.
Yeah, those are the shots that's available. They were just that difficulty making them. It's really more the defense. I mean, you got a shot, I got a better shot. You get a stop, I'll get another stop my end. Now it's Batangas' turn to try and answer back.
Batangas will be countering with the press, Coach. This is rare. Deadlocks 5, the lead changes 8. And there is a pull right away for Batangas. But Coach, they're going shorter this time around. You look at Batangas, Comboy, Isit, Veloria, Sawat, and Nablaza. So when they went tall ball, now they go small ball. A lot of experimentation as we were talking about.
And we've seen a lot of times. I see this foul call. We've seen a lot of times on the press break where they will spread that middle open and allow that middle big man to flash. And then that pinch post blind pig action happens when the big receives that ball, looks to the wing. Yun ang kailangan bantayan ng Batangas.
That's what they were trying to negate, just a little too physical on that last play. And that's going to be 5 fouls on CJ Isit. And that's going to hurt para dito because that is an off-ball foul para dito sa Batangas. So that's going to give a free throw.
And also, so far, this is his first trip to the line. Yeah, awesome.
A little clarity. Let's see. They're not allowing Jan Nermal to enter the court. So Coach Cholo will decide to go with Don Chea. MJ Hoson actually yet to make a basket in today's ball game. But Coach, his production, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, make that 1 point. It's not the scoring that he is really helping. It is the other parts of his ball game. Complete package for Hoson, also with a steal here in this game.
And really, for the most part, with the exclusion of Loria, most of these guys are heavy minutes on the floor for Quezon City.
67 all, 1 minute 30 remaining. Gut check time for both of these teams. Derige looking for a friend. Could not find one. Hoson hands it off. Hoson, 4 seconds remaining. Far off, Buena. Oh, that's a travel on Pat Buena. Could have been a 3-pointer made for Pat.
Yep, and all because, you know, that defense flew in from Don Ochea. And how important is that? Don could have just, you know, I'm late, I'm not gonna close out. Pero hinabol niya talaga. He understands, you know, this is how we do it in Batangas.
It looks like that forced substitution on Don Ochea was a blessing, getting them a stop. Let's see what execution Batangas has. Nermal not scared even with the misses. First basket for Jan Nermal coming up late.
I mean, despite all the misses, if you're gonna get Jan Nermal middle of the floor on the move against Jeremy Mahinay, you'll take it.
Jan Nermal 1 out of 11, but comes at the best time possible on the other end. 3-pointer on the corner. Quezon City gets the lead back.
Well, on the baseline drive, you try and shrink the court by compacting the paint. But they totally forgot about that baseline drift. Jan Nermal had to chase back. Too late. That shot went out.
Christian Jake Agoncillo has been doing everything for Quezon City, but that is his first 3-pointer. Has been 0 out of 3, Coach, but getting his first one.
Okay. So screen, go. Lama ko yung bola. Okay. Screen, go. Here, handoff. Spread, spread, spread. In case hindi makuha ni Ino doon, flash Abdul, then you're on a backdoor. Okay? Screen. Screen ka doon. Kinuha niya yung bola. Sisilang ka ni Sed. Paglabas mo, kunin mo yung bola.
Coach, we didn't see the board, but one thing I know, there's a backdoor and there's a screen. What can we expect?
Yeah, first they're going to try and initiate some action. If those options are not there, the important thing is to get the ball inside and never spread out and open the floor for their next attack.
We talk about after timeout plays. We're just sure that Coach Cholo has a lot in his bag. We go to Abdul. We hand it off to Jan. Give it back to Ino. The actions are not there. They're going to go high two-man game with Sed. Ino drives it hard. Sees a Blaza. Oh, that's a tap with only 1 second. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
Boy. We talked about the offense of the Quezon City Black Bulls, but you gotta admire how they defended that last possession.
That was well defended, forcing a stop on Batangas.
Now, I guess the big question is here is that you got a 2-for-1. Are you going for a quick 2 and then have the final shot? We'll see.
These are the times that they will be tested. A new and up-and-coming team, a close game against a team that has proven a lot in the MPBL. Quezon City, 15 seconds remaining. They go to the corner. Charles wants it one-on-one against Normal. Uses Clark as a screener. Charles drives baseline. Steps on the baseline. And that will be a turnover. No option available for Charles.
Well, again, it goes back to defense. You see Coach J.B. Olea, again, he was saying it took a lot of time for you to doing all these jab steps. You gotta let that ball go and allow the others to create.
Not really the best of execution for Quezon City.
I agree.
Another after timeout play for Coach Cholo. We do know he has a lot in his bag. Can they execute this time around?
Ganyan. Sa bola. Set. Abdul. Then, Jan. Okay? So, for example, nakatakot. So, go. Ino, kailangan mo lang makuha yung bola. And then said, if naka-zone, dito ka. Then sawat na dito ka. You're using the screen here. Ganun. So, meron kang atake dito. Si Abdul nandito. May short roll dito si Sed. Meron kang pull up, may skip ka doon. Go, kuya!
A little adjustment on the side of Coach Cholo. So now he is reading, Coach, whether it's a man or a zone.
Yeah.
There are two different options, but we've yet to see what these options are.
Good, reminder for their team as they do this inbound.
Daniel Viloria inbounding. They go to Abdul. Wendelino, he gets it up top. Step back for Reno. That's a foul, and there is a foul to give for Quezon City. Actually, another foul to give after this. Good foul coming from Clark Dirigue. Smart one coming from the veteran.
Right, manage that clock well until you thought that medyo late na in defense. It's time for us to foul.
Cranial Viloria once again, they go with the same execution. Said they go out to Jan. 10 seconds. So that's the last foul to give para dito sa Quezon City. No free throws yet para dito sa Batangas. So now everybody is reminding them on the side of QC, no more fouls. You see everybody standing up. Plaza. They like that play. They go to Jan. Well defended. No space. Clogged and closed. That's a stop. We will be going on a review.
Now, if that's a jump ball, possession arrows pointing the side of Batangas.
I think we're under 2 minutes, Coach. We have the chance to review this play. But that was well defended, Coach.
Oh, yes.
Clogged and closed on the inside. No space to operate.
Yeah. The last 5 possessions have been well defended for both these teams.
What was a high-scoring ball game in the first quarter ended up becoming a defensive game.
Right.
And it's been a chess match between Coach JB and Coach Cholo. And again, let's remind everybody, this is the preseason. The competition is high, the intensity is high, but we are in the preseason. We were told exhibition matches. This does not look like an exhibition match.
I love it every time you remind us, Coach. Sometimes I get carried away, and tama ka naman. Pre-season nga naman. Pero yung laro kasi, no? Intense.
Intense, but Coach, again, it's a culture thing. Winning,
Yeah.
even in the preseason, even if it's an exhibition, culture is winning is a culture, and they really want to start it in the preseason. We see the intensity and the competition here in Orion, Bataan. Everybody is waiting for the result. But Coach, the struggles of Batangas from the close shots to their free throws, these are one of the reasons why they are down by 1 point.
Agree. And again, it really goes back to that first half where they had challenges in terms of shot making. It's not that it's not the right person that's taking the shot. Jan Normal, Seda Blasa, clearly makeable shots from point blank.
Another opportunity for Batangas after the review. The ball will go back to the side of the blue. Looks like it's a last touch on a white shirt. See here, obviously, Charles de la Cruz. Let's see here. Screen on the corner. Look at Sed. Nothing there. Normal, well challenged. Rebounded by Sed. Still 2 seconds. Rebounded. Oh, it's a foul with 0.6 remaining.
Wow.
Coach, that was read well.
Yeah.
That was a good switch on the corner. Usually Seda Blasa would be open off the screen.
That's right. I thought that Coach Cholo they were going for what's called a hot stove, where you try and get a back pick and then release off of it and get back, break into towards the ball. But that good switch by Hoson did not allow that free space for Seda Blasa.
I forgot which game, but we've seen that work for Batangas a lot of times. But here, they're checking if the foul will still count. Charles de la Cruz was able to get the ball. Could have been a travel right there, and then they called the foul right here on Seda Blasa. So it's very interesting, Coach, if they'll call the foul or they'll call the travel on Charles de la Cruz. Because if that is so, there will be 1 second remaining for Batangas.
Still a lot of time to make something out of it.
There was no whistle before the foul, but I don't know if that is reviewable.
Yeah. Kung ikaw naman si Coach Cholo, ito yung mga sitwasyon na gusto mo kasi it brings out the best in you and nakikita mo yung performance ng mga bago mong mga manlalaro, ika nga. And so, it's on them to make adjustments when they head into the regular season.
They're not complete in today's game. Marco Laya not playing. Mark Cruz also not playing. Now, one guy that we've yet to see, Desmond Price, a Philam.
Right.
I've seen this guy play. He is
Official
a
time
baller.
remaining in the fourth quarter is 1.2 seconds.
They will call the travel, Coach.
Oh.
They will call the travel.
All right.
So that's going to be on Charles de la Cruz, sliding his pivot foot. You see here, got the ball. He thought it was done. When he got the ball, there was no whistle. And dito, yan, nag-slide na siya dyan.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the travel right there. It's a good decision by the referee. 1.2 remaining. What does Batangas have? Cranial to the corner. Fake screen, read well by Quezon City. Coach, whatever play Coach Cholo has, Coach JB was able to counter.
And that, to me, is what speaks highly of a Coach JB.